Hello YouTubers and welcome to another one of my videos. If you're new, thank you for joining today. If not, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about getting in the mind frame for fitness. Like I've said in my last videos, I am a fitness manager. I'm also a fitness instructor. I teach body combat, body step, body pump, Zumba, spin, circuits, the list goes on. It's what I do full time now after a long journey of dealing with my weight, dealing with insecurities of my weight, and just insecurities of my own appearance. And that's why I want to make this video today, because I'm not somebody that has always been fit and just gone into the industry. And you will find that most people in the industry do have a story behind what they do, why they've done it, and today I want to translate mine to you. So we'll take it way back to when I was 8 years old. I've spoken in my last videos. My mum and dad went through a stage where they were together, they were apart, they were together, they were apart. And in that, I became obsessed with food. And when I say obsessed, I mean, I had two fantastic nans. I still have one of them. And they were both fantastic cooks. And I would literally go to one house and eat there and pretend I didn't eat there and go to the other house and eat there. I remember my mum arguing with her mum, saying, stop feeding her, she's literally gonna explode. And my nan, she was very much like, she's a child, she used to enjoy watching me eat. But that also led into, I used to comfort eat. And when I would comfort eat, I would steal food from the fridge. I would hide the wrappers down the side of my bed. And I do remember one time my mum pulling my bed out, and it was literally, it was like a mountain of Kit Kat wrappers. And yes, my weakness is chocolate, still to this day. And in that, at 8 years old, I was 8 stone. Yeah, and taking that now into my adult life and being a mum myself, I do control, in a sense, what my daughter eats. I allow her to have treats and enjoy, the luxuries of being a child and ice cream and so forth. But it's all about moderation, and it's all about, eating for the right reasons. And I speak to her and I talk to her about, when she feels emotional about things, and this might be what you've done as a child or what you do with your children. When you feel emotional about things, and it either goes either way, some people, they starve themselves or they eat loads. It's finding different ways to deal with what happens in life and not translating that over to food. So for me, that was my release. So through that, I dealt with a whole journey through primary school, through secondary school, of putting on weight, getting taller, the weight stretches out, putting on weight, getting taller. Now, I know some parents, and like I always say, I just speak for myself, and don't, you take from what I say and take what means to you. I would not encourage that in a child, to eat what they want because of they're going to get taller, and that's something that I've heard quite a few parents say, because of, if you don't actually pay attention to why they're eating, what they're eating, it can become dangerous. And I still have relapses now of the bad eating habits I had back then. And at 29, I'm not going to get any taller. I'm already 5'8". So it's a pattern that's hard to break. Sports days at school, I was the person that when it came to the races, I'd be the joker and I'd skip down the field because I knew I was never going to win. I absolutely hated fitness. I hated it. but I wasn't in the mental stage of why I do fitness, why fitness is good for you, and why fitness can help you emotionally and not just physically. And I think if I look back now, and that's why I'm making this video, it would have trained my mind a bit better as to the reason behind why I should have done it. Not the fact of, well, it's sports day and, you know, if you don't come first, you're the loser. Because no one's the loser. So I only got into fitness really when I was 19. No, that's even a lot after my daughter. So about in my early 20s. And I started off by just going to classes. Now, I always say to my participants at work, gyms can be scary. And something that they will never believe, and I always say this to them, whenever I go to a new gym, even though I'm an instructor, even though mentally I know what to do, I always feel really insecure, anxious and nervous walking onto that gym floor. It's a mental block that I get, and it's quite funny to find out how many other people feel like that as well. And that's why I make it my point of call to go over to the new person who goes into my gym and say hello and say, do you need help? I mean, a lot of gyms nowadays, they offer free inductions and so forth, or free programs. Take it. Take it. It's free. And it will give you a little bit of knowledge on what to do. But even with knowledge, I still get scared. I still get this, I'm that fat kid in the playground again, because that's a mental thing that I've had going on for years. And, you know, as time goes on, I've realised that you need to mentally prepare for fitness as well as just do it. Some people can just do it, but others can't, and there's nothing wrong with that. So as an instructor, what I would say is set a goal. Why do you want to go to the gym? And it doesn't have to be to lose weight. It doesn't. Because if I had carried from my childhood something that I didn't learn, that is actually to make me healthier. It's actually to give me a release. It's actually to release those endorphins, because exercise helps so much with stress, helps so much with anxiety. It gives you that release. And it doesn't have to be hardcore HIIT training or hardcore weights. It could just be a nice, easy row on a rowing machine or a gentle walk on a treadmill. You've got to start somewhere. And you start and you grow and you grow and you grow. And soon you'll start seeing the changes. And it will not only make you healthier, but it will lift your confidence. It will lift who you are. I still have goals. My goals have changed over time. It's gone from weight loss to toning to building a bit more weight in a toning way. You know, we all have goals. We all have independent, individual goals. Start with mentally preparing why you want to go to the gym. What is it you want to achieve? And no answer is the wrong answer. Doesn't even have to be a gym. It can be outdoors. I love going for runs outdoors. I love running a hill. It's just that feeling when I get to the top that I've done it. And I might even have walked half that hill, but I've done it. Some people financially can't afford to go to the gym. That's fine. Lay down a towel on the floor, get down, start doing some crunches, work on those abs. There's always ways. Mentally prepare, set a goal. And when you set a goal, set it in a realistic way. I mean, I've had people say, I want to lose 3 stone in 10 weeks. Well, it's doable, but if you've never trained before and you're just stepping into this environment, it's going to be really hard. And I'll never encourage you otherwise, but I'll bring you back a little bit to reality. Mentally, go. Next step, what do I enjoy? What form of exercise do I enjoy? Now, me, I love music. I've always loved music. And there's a really strong dancer in me. And I always show that in my Zumba classes, you know. And I think that's probably why they're so popular, because of that is me. That is when I am Jessie and I'm showing what I can do. And I'm also giving that to other people. It doesn't have to be dance. It could be, you know, the step machine, going through the steps. It could be playing squash. It could be playing tennis. It's all exercise. What do you enjoy? Do something that you enjoy. And in that, whatever it is, progress it and progress it, slowly and surely. And you'll start to see that you'll move on to other things. I never thought I'd do body step. Never in a million years. But I now teach it. I'm somebody who's been the fat kid. I'm somebody who has dealt with body dysmorphia, probably at times. I'm also someone who's dealt with bulimia. And that is something that I had to nip in the bud very quickly, because if I found out there's other ways that you can do it, more achievable ways, healthier ways, and easier ways, because that is a mental strain within itself. Mentally prepare, set your goal, find something you enjoy, and guess what? Do it. It starts with one step. Do it. I now encourage my daughter to do whatever sport she wants, and she's a dancer, just like her mum. And in that, I haven't just seen that she expresses herself through movement of dance. She doesn't even see it as fitness. She sees it as something she just enjoys. So you might be that person who's scared to step on that gym floor, or scared to just take that first step. Leave a comment. I will be here to guide you. I've been through every stage, and I know you can too. Have a lovely day, and we'll catch up soon.